Alright, hey everyone, welcome to this lesson on the major 7th chord. So in this lesson, I'm going to talk to you about major 7th chords. I'm going to go over the symbols you might see for a major 7th chord. I'm also going to show you how to find major 7th chords, how to play major 7th chords and find them on the piano in different keys. So let's start with what you would see if you needed to play a major 7th chord on a piece of paper, right, on music. So for a triad, let's review for a second. For a C major triad, if we go down to the keyboard for a second here, when I play a C major triad, in the chord symbols, you just see the letter, right? That's all you see, so there's nothing else around that. Now that's pretty easy. Now I'm going to play a major 7th chord here so you can see what one of the symbols might be. So in this particular software, the C major 7 is depicted with an Major7, so major 7, right? So C major 7. Let's go to another key and see what it looks like. B flat Maj7, all right? So the Maj is just telling you a major 7. Now, you might see a capital M for major. That's very common. This software chooses to use the Maj, but you also might see a capital M. You also, a lot of the times, probably 95 to 99% of the time, you're going to see a triangle, okay? Just a little triangle, that means major 7. So C triangle 7, and that's going to mean a major 7th chord, all right? So those are the three common ways. The only other way that I've seen it, which is very, very rare, is just the whole word major written out, and that's very, it's not needed at all. So you'll either see a triangle, you'll see, like you saw in the chord program there, an Maj, or you'll see a capital M. Those are the three most common ways you'll see major, a major 7th chord. So let's go to the piano right now and we'll talk about how to build one, okay? Now, my major 7th chord is simply going to start with a major triad on the bottom. Now, we know all our major triads. Well, hopefully. I mean, if you don't, that's okay. So you can go practice some, but this is very easy since we know our major triads, if we know our major triads. And all we're going to do is start with our major triad, and we're going to add one note on top. And what do you think that note is? A major 7th. That's right. So we're going to add a major 7th to the top of the chord. Now, the major 7th, all this means is it means we're taking the major 7th from the scale. So if we count up, just like when we built our triad, we had 1, 3, and 5 of the major scale. Now we're going to take the 1, 3, 5. We're going to take the 7th, the major 7th degree of the scale right here, right? And in the key of C, that's the note B. So if you notice, the major 7th of your major scale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, it's always a half step away from the root on top, okay? So that's a very quick way to find your major 7th in a chord. It's always going to be a half step below the octave, okay? Here's my major 7th. So major 7th is also the interval of a major 7th away from C, right? Here's a 3rd, a 5th, major 6th, here's a minor 6th, here's a major 7th, and here's a minor 7th, okay? So that major 7th is also the interval of a major 7th away from the root of any chord you're playing. All right, so that's how you find a major 7th chord. Let's take a look at some other keys just so you can get the hang of finding that major 7th note on top of your major triad, okay? Let's go to the key of F. So in the key of F, we have our F major triad. Here's our F major scale. Okay, here's our triad, 1, 3, and 5. Now, if you remember, our major 7th is the 7th degree of the scale. So if you're new to this, you can count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So here's our major 7th. We'll take our triad and add that note on top, okay? Now another way, like I said, you can find it is if you have the root here, here's the octave on top, you can simply play the note right below, a half step below the octave, and then add your major triad on the bottom. And there's your F major 7. Okay, let's do one more. Let's do B flat. B flat major scale. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Here's my 7th degree of my major scale. I'm just counting up. Here's my B flat major triad, 1, 3, and 5, and 7. 1, 3, 5, and 7. So if you notice, right, the triad has spaces in between each note. There's a space, right? We're skipping a note, and skipping a note. Okay, so there's our B flat major 7. All right, guys, so that's how you find a major 7th chord. It's very simple. Okay, it just takes some time to get used to adding that 4th note on top. Now in your right hand, the fingering is going to be 1, 2, 3, 5. I wouldn't recommend putting a 4 on the very top just yet. You can start out with 1, 2, 3, and 5, right? I'll show you on the keyboard here, 1, 2, 3, and 5. And then in your left hand, your fingering is going to be 5, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so in your left hand, your fingering is going to be 5, 3, 2, 1. And that's basically how you'd play your major 7 chords for all keys in your left and right hand. You're not going to change that fingering at all for any of the keys. So the way you want to go about practicing your major 7 chords is take them through the circle of fourths. Okay, you can play C major, F major 7, B flat major 7, E flat major 7. There's a lot of different ways, right? However you want to practice them. You can practice them in whole steps if you want. You can practice in half steps, right? You can practice them down and then up, you know, stuff like that. You just get as creative as you want. I have all my students make flashcards. I'll have an app coming out soon as well that will challenge you in the harmonies of different types of chords. So if you're at a very beginner level, it'll challenge your triads, your minor triads. If you're at an intermediate, your 7th chords, and then advanced, it's going to challenge your adding extensions into certain chords. So that app will be coming out soon. I'm working on it as we speak. I don't have a set date yet, so don't hold your breath for that just yet. So that's the end of the major 7th chord lesson. In the next lesson, I'm going to be going over the dominant 7th chord, which is very similar with one slight change, okay? So please go ahead and watch that video because it's very easy to start with or to follow up with. And as always, guys, thanks for watching and happy practicing.